We have very few leads in the disappearance of Lynda Healy, although since the last time that we made a press release on this, we have interviewed 65 people. We have not ruled out any case of foul play here.
I was living in Seattle at the time that Lynda Healy went missing. So her disappearance was very shocking. And there were dozens of theories about who could have taken her, and there were very few clues.
I was sitting at my dining room table with Ted. I was living in the U District at that time. And there was an article in the newspaper. A college co-ed had been abducted from her bedroom just a few blocks from where I was living. And her roommates were home and nobody heard anything. So I commented on, like, how can that happen? How can people not hear what was going on? And he did tell me that I needed to be aware at all times. And I had a back door that went downstairs to the basement apartment and had this lock on it. And he said, you know, you really should change that. He said, that's dangerous. Ted really seemed to like being a family unit. I think he was looking for stability. It seemed like he'd been in kind of a drift mode before. And I think he was really just wanting to, like, be a part of something.
It was the avenue into my mother's heart to win me over. He probably looked at me and saw a lonely little girl in an unfamiliar place, and I'll just charm her. And it was not hard at all. I thought he was marvelous. He just delighted me, and he took part in raising me. I felt him to be somewhat magical, actually, as a child. He could jump very high off the ground, run very fast, and he didn't have to think about springing into action. He just moved. I saw that with him many times. And one time, he had caught something that was falling off a shelf. It was behind him as he sat in a chair, and he didn't even turn his head. He just caught it with his hand. I mean, he was really uncanny with his physical connectedness and his vision of everything without looking at it. He was a lot like an animal would be, seeing you without looking at you.
The conflict in the first couple of years was that I wanted to get married and he wasn't ready to commit. You know, he was reluctant, and I knew that, but we got the marriage license, and then he picked a fight and tore the marriage license into a million little pieces, and that was the end of that. After he ripped it up, I thought, well, the problem is me. I've got to just back off and not be so persistent about wanting this.